Here we go. We're recording. So, hi, Sunny,
Hi.
my conspiracy goddess hero.
Oh,
Because of you, I saw this movie. Okay, so do I have your permission to record this Skype interview?
yes.
Thank you. And do I have your consent to upload this interview onto a website? The website will have a password and will be viewable by my graduate studies associates and other interviewees.
Sure.
Okay, thanks. So I'll explain my project. I'm doing my final project through Northern Arizona University. It's a Master of Arts degree with a major in rhetorical writing and digital media. I chose an interdisciplinary focus, the study of the documentary Cowspiracy, its effectiveness as a model for behavior change towards environmental sustainability and a media literacy tool. So I let you know about the questions before. Are you ready to begin?
Sure. Yes.
Can you please tell me about yourself?
Uh, my name is Sunny Yoon, and I'm from Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a mother of a son. He is 15 right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm an educator
Yep.
and also an environmental activist. And I've been vegan for over 3 years. And I sold my car 3 years ago, and I'm cycling everywhere these days, and
Mm-hmm.
use public transportation. And I did a lot of projects uh, related with climate change and you know um, and all other conservation work.
Mm-hmm.
And also I did translate the movie Cowspiracy with the subtitle of Cowspiracy into Korean.
Mm-hmm.
And also my partner Julian
Mm-hmm.
and I organized Busan Climate Action Film Fest
Yes.
2 years in a row, and we screened Cowspiracy 2 times. That's it.
And that's how I saw Cowspiracy, so I'm so grateful because I just loved it. Well, you kind of answered number 2 and 3 a little bit, but for protocol, I'll just go through. So, what did you really think of this documentary, Cowspiracy? And when did you watch it the first time, also?
Okay. I thought Cowspiracy was a great source to the public about giving answers
Mm-hmm.
step by step
Yeah.
how meat consumption and livestock industry would affect to the earth. So I really had a appreciation of Kip Anderson, the movie director's
Yes.
work. I really liked his bold and daring approach with the doubts and questions
Mm-hmm.
about the impact, the environmental impact of like meat eaters. I mean meat consumptions
Mm-hmm.
that which most meat eaters might have.
Yeah.
I mean might have. So yeah, and also let me see. And also like interviewees that he chose to get the answers
Mm.
from the questions that he has was very brilliant too, because he got to the point where he got to the people who are in charge of the issues that he wanted to find out.
Mm-hmm.
So that movie was very persuasive
Mm-hmm.
to the public, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. And when did you watch it the very first time, Sunny? Do you remember?
Wow. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think as soon as it came out, I think I watched it.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. When
Yeah.
was that?
Did you watch it on the computer by yourself, or did someone introduce it to you?
Actually, yeah, Julian.
Julian found it?
Julian, yeah.
Yeah.
Julian introduced, I think so. I think Julian introduced it to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping to interview him as well. So see what he says about it too.
I cannot.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Bad connection. I'll raise my voice. So can you tell me, number 3, did Cowspiracy influence your attitudes, habits, behaviors? And also?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
When I watched the movie for the first time,
Yeah.
I was really shocked that I wasn't I was shocked that in a happy way that I wasn't the only one who was being weird and riding bicycle everywhere, and they cut down the usage of water, and also do everything to try to save the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was a person kind of like me, but much greater.
No.
And he was actually getting all the answers, going to one person to another,
Mm-hmm.
and one place to another, and find out all the answers that I would like to give to people who are questioning.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when I watched it, even though I was already a vegan and I was already an activist, I was more inspired
Mm-hmm.
and more encouraged to do more, to help ourselves and help our next generations.
Oh, yeah. It's
So,
very important.
yeah, that was a great inspiration for me.
Yeah. So do you think about Connor sometimes and think what kind of world you want him to have? Do you think about your son when you think of the movie and think of the world you want for him?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay, now I can hear.
Oh, you can?
That is good.
Oh, I just said, so you maybe think about your son and you think about the future and the earth and what kind of world you want to give him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely I do. And also I'm always dealing with the little children, with project. And whenever I see them, and I want them to see what I see right now, in the future, and their next generation. I wish they would be able to see the beautiful, forest and the birds and, but I don't know how long it's gonna last.
That's true. So we have to get busy.
Yes.
So that brings me to number 4.
Okay.
How can Cowspiracy best be used as an educational tool inside or outside the classroom?
This movie will definitely be a great tool for education. Because in Busan, as I told you before, we had a Busan Climate Action Film Festival, and screened this movie twice in a row. And what I've got from there is that I will tell you my personal experience that I had a friend.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is very keen to the issue of climate change.
Yes.
But he is not a vegan or not even vegetarian.
Yeah.
And they question me all the time. Why can't he? Why can't he? A vegetarian, it affects a lot to the earth. Consumption, affects a lot to our environment and climate change. Why doesn't he know that? He's smart enough to get all the resource and everything. Source about information about that.
Yeah.
But then when we showed the movie for the first time, he didn't come.
Oh.
And only he came to the Chasing Ice.
Oh.
But second time, thankfully, he came with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he watched it.
He's Korean?
No, he's an American.
Ah, okay.
And then I walked over to him, and I found him discussing seriously about, being a vegan with his girlfriend.
Wow.
Starting a vegan with his girlfriend. And then he told me that this movie actually gave all the answers that he had doubt of, and that there's nothing to argue about.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I was so grateful for that. And also, one of my friends, she lives in Seoul. And she knows all about these, impact, influence of livestock industry. But she thinks that there's nothing to do. She always argued with me. Then after she watched this movie, now she's starting to work on, living as a vegan. So she asked me all the recipes, where to get stuff, and so I'm very happy. So this movie is definitely very effective educational resource. Source, and also like in Korea, still we veganism is not really strong.
Yeah.
So since I live in the local area, called Busan in Korea, and what I'm trying to do is that, educating, growing children is very important. So these days, Korea is really, a lot of parents are into, they invest their money into teaching English. Teaching English.
Yeah, yeah.
So
and you're teaching.
I use that as a, their target. But my real aim is to teach them how healthy the vegan diet is, and also, and also change their mindset about, vegan diet and vegan cooking and vegan life. So I started teach these kids how to cook. How to cook vegan food in English. So yeah, parents were really happy with that, and they now know that, vegan food is very healthy.
That's great.
Yeah,
what did you make?
Kids are very interested in.
What did you cook? What did you cook in the class?
In the class, I made for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We had a special rice, brown rice.
Yeah.
Heart-shaped brown rice with the, seaweed inside, with the peanut, ground peanut inside together.
Yeah.
So mixed all together, and they loved it. And we made a black bean and rice burrito. And let me see.
Yum.
And we made a pudding. What is that? Chia seed.
Oh.
Yeah, chia seed pudding. They loved it. At first, when they saw that, they were hesitant.
Like, what is this?
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks like frog eggs, right?
Exactly, yeah. And then one kid, a brave kid, tried it, and he goes, "Wow!" And then everyone wanted, one bite. And then after that, they wanted more.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah.
축하합니다, Sunny.
고맙습니다.
You inspire me so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Really.
So, and then after that, I gave feedback. I mean, information.
Yeah.
Specific information to their parents, what they've made, and what these chia seeds, all the ingredients are good for. I mean, what kind of nutrients are inside of these,
The omega.
ingredients. And so parents were very happy,
That's
to
good.
hear that, and they all said thanks, So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and also I'm trying to. I have another project,
Oh.
but I will tell you later because I'm actually testing myself about having vegan food and building my body and showing people that you don't have to worry about gaining muscle like protein through a vegan diet. So
Definitely.
by showing really healthy body, I mean, as an example, so I want to tell people that it really works. So that's one of the things that why I tried that coconut oil.
Oh, okay.
And that didn't work for me. Some people do, but not for me.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Sunny. This interview has been really helpful for me. And I really am glad that you could be interviewed because, like I said, you're the reason that I saw Cowspiracy because you organized the film festival, and that was a game changer for me, for sure. So
I really appreciate that you think that, but I think you're already prepared to do a whole thing.
That movie was really an influence. Actually, Jareb, right? Jareb, maybe you don't know him. He's the first vegan I met in this city. And he brought me there. And so not only the movie, but it was community for me. So I started to meet other people. Because before that, I was alone. I didn't know anyone else who was vegan in a city of 3 million people. Yeah. So I know the quality, I think you're having trouble hearing me a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll stop there unless you have anything else you want to say. I can hear you.
Right now.
Yeah. Well, it's great. I've got lots of good information, so.
Okay. Hope it helps. And
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sunny.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.